Well, now that the motor's in, we can turn our attention to the other parts of this car that have to get done. And the Derby is kind of fast approaching, so we need to start throwing all this cage in here. I had a buddy help me carry this in here because, let's face it, I'm actually pretty beat up. So we're going to throw this in there, we're going to start bolting the cage together. Now, I've actually never done it with all this attached. I was just too lazy to take it all apart. And one of the bolts got cross-threaded back here, so to take it out, I'd pretty much have to cut it. Which one is it? This one. And I hate cutting these bolts. So anyway, we're going to start throwing the cage into this. Start with the post-to-post over the roof. All that fun stuff, and we're going to go from there. We've already got the holes drilled in the roof. So hopefully we can revitalize these, reuse them, because this car actually did have this cage in it already, and it was taken out, so I could put this cage into a different car, but now it's going back into this car. So this car here has kind of been a mismatch. This cage has been in it, this cage has been out of it, and then it's going back in, and this is the 4th motor in this car, and it still hasn't even been derbied. So let's get the cage in it. So we got a lot done on this car. Not really, but it feels like a lot. We got the cage in. Everything seems to be going pretty well with the cage. You guys know how this cage goes. Pretty much just your standard bolt in. We got the seat belts here. We got the seat belts here. We got everything all kind of done together. Gas tank's in, ratchet strap down, so that's nice. Pretty much coming along very well. I started drilling holes here on the trunk, but I didn't get super far doing that. But yeah, I love these bolt-in cages, guys. You know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, they're installed. It's just zim zam, all the bolts done up. It just goes together like butter. This one right here was actually built by a guy called Nick Green, and he used to run a company called NG Custom Cages, and I did a couple of videos on his cages. Now this one here has had some heavy modifications. I have drilled and tapped a lot of holes into this, and I've built all this gas tank protector. I have driver's side inside bar. I got spots for passenger inside bar. So, you know, it's a great product from NG Customs, but I upgraded it to suit my needs and basically suit my rules. Now, another guy I know has actually started making bolt-in cages. They're almost like this, but they're quite a bit different. Check out Archibald Derby Supply. He has just came out with a line of fully adjustable cages that can be put into pretty much any car. These Nick Green cages, I had them in Cavaliers, I had them in a truck, I lent them out, I had them in a Honda Accord, Camry, Cavalier, a Honda Odyssey minivan, Caravan, you guys name it. I actually think I even had these inside of a Crown Vic at one point in time. They pretty much go into any car. So I'm actually put one on order from Archibald Derby Supply, and hopefully I can get it pretty soon. But you know what, this car is starting to come together. We got a battery in it now, we got our fuse panel, we got the shifter hooked up. The fuel line's got such a nice little roller coaster, even the fuel's excited as it hits the motor. But we got all the front end put back together, all the suspension, everything put back into the front. The motor's in here. We're still having a little bit of an issue lining stuff up here. Yep, she's still not lined up. But now that the cage is in, I'm actually starting to feel like this is going to make it to the show. It's coming up quick. With me working as much as I am, I'm kind of not spending as much time out here as I want. And not only that, with all these parts going back in the Derby car, my floor is actually has space to move and walk around. So kind of happy about that. But there's still lots to be done for this car, so make sure you guys come back. We still got the threaded rod in the front, we got the hood, we got bumper, we got windshield bar, we got the trunk, the threaded rod back here. There's still a lot to do. So thanks everybody for watching. This cage went in super nice, just like it's designed to do basically. And yeah, I bet you guys want to hear this thing fire up. It's running a little bit better now. It's got a little bit of a backfire now, which is kind of cool. You guys ready? I'm not even upset about it. With that backfire, it did get a lot louder though, so still much, oh yeah, it's mint. Still so much more to do to this, guys. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow and we'll be continue building this car. I'd like to finish up the back end before I move to the front end, because I've kind of already started back here, so you might as well finish what you start, right, everybody? But thanks for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow, and see you tomorrow in Zach's workshop. Take care.